Good day, everyone. We're here after a long day of slaving away over the hearth. We got baked potatoes, we have red cabbage and sausage, and we have a baked Indian meal pudding, which is what I would call kind of like the predecessor of modern day cornbread, sort of, but it doesn't have flour in it. So it's very, very dense. If you look at it, it just looks like a pumpkin pie. Mm-hmm. It's bright orange inside, and it's still firm, this one, because it says you have to cook it for 2 hours, and that's what made it really firm. So let's go on and I'll serve you up, okay?
All right.
Because we don't want this to get cold.
Not too much cabbage. I don't like cabbage, but it does smell good. So
no, this is good.
Maybe I'll like this.
You'll like this, trust me.
Don't be shy with the sausages now.
Huh.
That's plenty of cabbage.
No, it's not.
It's making me eat my cabbage.
He's never even had my cabbage before. My cabbage is pretty good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And would you like a slice?
Not yet.
Okay. Or how about a baked potato?
Oh yeah. Do we still have some of that butter on the table?
It's behind you.
Oh.
I, on the other hand, love cabbage. I don't know if it loves me, but I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and pile this on high.
Thank you, by the way, to everybody that watched our last video.
Yes. Oh, thank you. This is a very affordable meal, really.
It is.
And everything here you could very easily find in wintertime.
Comfort food.
Right. It gives you energy. Could I have some butter too?
Yes. We're looking for the pepper.
That is also behind you. And the salt. I would be interested in the salt.
Yes, ma'am.
I like my baked potatoes with a lot of salt. Normally I don't like salty foods, but on potatoes I make an exception.
Pepper?
Sure, a little bit. Ooh, that looks pretty. That's a pretty plate. Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright.
Okay, Ron, you go ahead.
Here I go. Oh, the sausage is good.
Try cabbage with the sausage together in your mouth.
Okay. It's not bad.
Not bad, he says.
Look at me even going in for cabbage by itself.
Mm-hmm. With cabbage, you have to cook it in the drippings from the sausage. That's what makes it good.
How'd you cook these potatoes again?
Oh, so with the potatoes, I parboiled them.
Mm-hmm.
So I boiled them for about 10, maybe 11, 12 minutes. And then I took them out of the water and I put them on the brazier, and I was flipping them over a couple times so that they would cook on each side. So it's almost like grilling them the rest of the way. You could say it's like a baked potato or a grilled potato.
It's very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is very good. This is Polish style smoked sausage. So it was already cooked through smoking.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my personal favorite to get. And it's available everywhere around here. This is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good meal.
Sorry I'm not saying much. I'm stuffing my face.
As you can see, everything pairs really well with each other.
How many pieces of pie is Ron gonna eat today? The comments are
Stay
hilarious. Man, you see how much Ron ate? He was hungry, or that must have been really been good.
No, he's always like that.
I'm hungry, and it was really good.
No one eats faster than Ron does. No one.
Oh no, there might be somebody out there.
Maybe. If we travel the 7 seas for years, we might finally find someone who eats as fast as you. You have reformed your ways. Congratulations, sir. Okay, maybe I might beat you now. I gotta hurry and catch up while he's in this strange phase.
That's my best slow motion.
Oh.
It probably looks horrible.
Even with that head start, there's no way I'm gonna beat him.
Back to normal speed.
And when it comes to cooking with sausages, the receipts, they always say it has to be red sausage. It can't be, not red sausage, red cabbage. It can't be any other kind of cabbage. It has to be red cabbage.
Why is that?
I'm not really sure. It looks pretty on the plate.
Fair enough.
I like all kinds of cabbage, so to me they're all very good. And this pudding here isn't really sweet like you would expect with a pudding. It has molasses in it, but it's kind of like modern day where you add a little bit of sugar into your cornbread and at the end you don't really taste it. So you can have it on side with your supper. It's not really dessert. That's good.
Chop some more wood. We used it all today.
We did. Because this pudding here had to bake for 2 hours.
Firewood's very, very important in early America. All the way up to the 20th century, and even still today, some people who use wood heat as their primary source for heating their water in their houses.
It's a matter of life and death.
Yeah, especially when it comes to wintertime.
I'm happy. These turned out good.
Turned out great.
Great, he says. My favorite meals are ones that are very affordable, but they taste good and they're good for you.
Oh, man.
Look at my progress and Ron's progress.
Yeah. Oh, I want to try this pie.
That's pudding, Ron. It's a pudding.
Pudding, pie,
No, it's a pudding.
potato.
There's no crust on it. There's no paste.
Okay. I will try this food.
Yes, this dish. Because he hasn't tried it yet. I've tried it.
Well, the snow's melting here in Missouri. It's a slushy mess out there.
It's 40 degrees today.
Yeah.
But there's still at least 5 inches of snow on the ground outside. And ice.
Yep. It's like a giant snow cone. Maybe we should try to make some snow cones later. Just scoop up some of that and put some
Okay.
cherry juice on it or something.
Just make sure you don't scoop up the yellow snow outside. My number one tip in life is never eat yellow snow.
Are you proud?
You really liked it? Good. I'm glad you really liked it. I like it too.
Alright, time for some pudding.
The pudding. The top has a really satisfying, crispy layer, almost as if we put caramel on it. And then baked it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Caramel would be nice. Alright, let's see what we got here. Not bad.
Tastes like a very strange cornbread.
I like my cornbread and milk. That's how I like to eat my cornbread.
Oh.
But this... Do we have any of that syrup left over from the waffles?
Maple syrup?
Yeah, where's the maple syrup?
Right behind you.
Oh, on the bin.
Mm-hmm.
Time to take this to the next level
He's
here.
gonna make it sweet. Take it to the next level. Oh wow. That looks really good.
Oh, I'm sure it is. It's gonna be really good. Maybe a little bit of butter, just a little bit. This has been turned into a dessert, folks. It's official.
A delicacy.
Totally not good for you, but it's cold out and I want to eat something.
Better.
Way better.
Really.
That's good.
By the time he finishes that, I'm still gonna... No, because I
Okay.
have sausages in my mouth, but thank you. I promise I'll try it.
Okay.
This is actually good.
So the other day we had a few questions about some cooking ware. We'll talk about the spick.
The one that's up there.
Yeah, I don't think they can see it in the camera. If not,
Go get it,
I will
Ron.
get it down. It's above the window, above the prep table.
Thank you.
So this here is a rotisserie spit, if you will. So this is what you can put a rabbit or a squirrel or a hunk of meat. Hang it on your fire. It can swivel to spin around if you need to.
Even a potato.
Yeah, you could do a potato. This lifts out of here, and then there's a hole on the other side. These come off, so you would slide your item on there and put that on there to help secure it so it doesn't. Sometimes meat, when it gets really tender, if you cooked it for a long time,
It falls off.
it'll fall off. So it's good to have two of these. These are both free moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you just stick the one in through the hole, and then you slide this one down in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that. This one is homemade, that me and my dad made. So
Actually, the crane in the fireplace, you and your dad made too.
yeah, we made that. It was
Welded
10
it.
o'clock at night, and raining, and he was in a bad mood, and I was in a bad mood, and
What a
anyways,
dramatic story.
we ended up with a crane that we could use. So, but anyways,
Not many people can say that sentence.
oh well. Anyways, turned out great. This turned out great. But they make, in history, these were made
This turned out great.
Generally in this shape, or they were also squared for the two shapes they really use. But any size, there might even been one smaller than this. I would consider this one to be medium to small, but you could go bigger depending on what you're roasting. I mean, they could have one maybe as big as this table for a hog.
Right.
But
we don't have a fireplace big enough for something amazing like that anyway.
No. So anyways, this is the rotisserie or spit, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you're standing in the world.
And if you buy them, they're pretty expensive, which is why Ron and his dad kindly made one.
Yeah.
I'm talking over $100.
Yeah. Best thing to do is get you some flat steel, bend it with a hammer, beating it, and then drill a hole, and then take a hacksaw and cut your slot. Just get some round stock. You know, you don't even have to put the little curly Q in there, but these were probably the hardest part to make, was the little tongs, but that's still just flat steel bent up and then sawn and then filed down so there's no burrs on it. And
how much would you say that cost you to make?
Let's see. I work with wood, not a lot of steel, so the price, I would say it cost under $25 to make this.
Versus $120 if you bought it from a historical trading site. And
if you know basic tools, maybe 2 hours tops. That includes, you know, filing it, but you'll spend a good hour with the hammer. And if you got a vise, that really works too. You put it in a vise and you can get a hold of it with some channel locks or a hammer and beat it over.
Do you want any more of this?
No, it's all you, hun. So anyways, that's that. So hope you people who commented about this are satisfied.
And how about the crane?
The crane?
How much did that cost, would you say? Because if you buy a crane
maybe 20
online,
bucks in steel.
If you buy a crane online, that's over $200.
Yeah, I mean,
easy.
I mean, ours is quite crude, but we live in a crude cabin.
It works though.
The ones with big fancy houses, like where she used to work, and you know, those are really nice, but ours gets the job done.
$200 to $300.
Oh, easily. All right, back to my dessert pudding. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Well, it's just strange in general, by modern standards, a pudding that isn't sweet.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of puddings back then that weren't sweet. I think it just described a texture. So a very dense, cakey kind of bread, but it doesn't necessarily have to be sweet. Something very dense.
Okay.
This is good. And he's done.
Kind of thinking about going back for another piece.
Is it really that? Did you really like it?
With the syrup, yes.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. Just a small one.
And then later he's gonna say the exact same thing he said last time. I have the jitters. My hands are shaking. So much sugar.
Well, that was the honey. The honey hit me really hard. You put a whole bunch on there. Oh, that one fell apart. Anyways, it still tastes good.
It really looks like a pumpkin pie.
Same color. Put a little bit of butter on there. This is real butter, so it's not as bad for you as that fake vegetable oil stuff.
Yeah, we don't eat that.
Parquet or whatever else there is.
That stuff is banned from my tummy.
Gotta have the real fat instead of the fake stuff. That's so good.
Well, margarine is just vegetable oil.
Yeah, it's been whipped.
Yeah, it's been whipped so much that it gets a lot of oxygen in it. so it looks like butter.
Mhm.
And at room temperature, or colder, it solidifies like butter does. But it's literally just oil, vegetable oil.
Mhm.
Which, of course, you know, vegetable oil is very refined in itself. We're not saying butter's healthy for you,
Mhm.
but I think margarine's probably worse.
Yeah. So speaking on oil, a lot of people don't know. What would you use to, besides butter, what would you use to fry stuff in?
Lard.
Lard? Where does lard come from?
It's a type of fat on an animal's body. I think usually pig.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop at cooking. You also would put it in your hair.
What does that do?
It's a pomade. So back in the day, that's what pomades were made out of. Pomades, lip balms, skin moisturizers, lard. And sometimes they would even have marrow. But I don't think I would put up with the marrow, but the lard, I'm okay with the lard. I did actually one time try a lemon-scented lard hair pomade from the 18th century, and it smelled so good. You could not tell it was lard at all. It felt like butter, like the same consistency as butter.
Yeah.
You rub it in between your fingers, and with your natural body heat, it does melt, and you can put it in your hair. It doesn't really make your hair too greasy, surprisingly. It's good for curls. It's good for adding a little bit of shine. Conditions your hair really nice.
Maybe I should try some.
Yeah.
Think it'll help it to grow.
Yeah. It won't cost us too much money. But the only problem is if you use it in summertime, you do start to smell a little bit like butter after a few hours because the heat from the sun, it melts it in your hair and you just start to smell like butter. You don't smell any worse than that, but there's that downside. It's better in milder temperatures. I think even in the worst of the worst winter time, it might be a bad idea because it might freeze in your hair. So you might get white flakes like dandruff.
Buttersicles.
Yeah, buttersicles.
It sounds like a name of an ice cream. Buttersicles.
Right, but it doesn't sound very appealing, does it?
I don't know.
Buttersicles? Like someone just wants to suck
Maybe.
on a stick of frozen butter
Some people are
with a
into
stick
that.
in it?
You heard it here first.
Well, sell it at a fair and
Yeah,
it'll
roll
sell.
it in some,
Deep fry it.
yeah, deep fry it.
Deep fried buttersicle. Oh,
Somebody-
we're onto something with that. Deep fried buttersicle. They have deep fried Twinkies, deep fried ice cream, Oreos, Kool-Aid,
What?
deep fried Kool-Aid.
That's impossible. It's water.
No, it's a powder. You know, Kool-Aid you can buy from the store. It's a powder. They take the powder, they mix it in a batter, and so it looks like donuts. These little donut balls, and they fry it. So on the outside, it's a pale pink or blue or purple color, and then you cut it, and it's a bright color inside.
I'm interested. Maybe. I like corn dogs. Corn dogs with extra mustard.
The only fair food I really like is corn dogs.
Not big on funnel cakes. I'll eat like a piece, but the whole thing, no way. It's too much.
And we love going to fairs in summertime.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them what my favorite thing is at the fair?
Her favorite thing at the fair is her least favorite thing when we are filming. She likes the truck pulls.
Yeah, truck pulls.
So in St. Genevieve County, there's always these big diesel trucks hot rodding up and down the road.
And they're really, really loud.
And they ruin the ambiance for filming. But when we're in our 21st century clothes and we're at the county fair,
We're like, woo!
she loves it.
Yeah. So you got a lot of these vintage trucks. Some of them are new.
Yeah.
And they basically just pull a really heavy weight.
Yep.
That's what truck pull is. And, well, I mean, they can't make it past a certain point because the farther that they go, the more weight is added because it digs deeper and deeper into the dirt or the sand.
It's on a sled and the weight moves and then it pushes the blade to the ground. Who would have thought we'd be talking about truck pulls on a 18th, 19th century?
Right, but in real life I love truck pulls.
Okay.
It's my dream to be the driver and do a truck pull someday. Tell them about your truck.
My truck?
Yeah, we're talking about truck pulls.
Okay. She can't drive my truck. She
No.
kills it.
Yeah.
My truck is a 1984 Chevy Silverado with a built 350 and a 4-speed in it. And it's got 35s on it, so Justine trying to get up in there is a little...
Yeah, but I do it.
It's fun to watch.
I'll do it 5 times a day.
She has to jump up in there.
I have to hold the door frame, and literally pull myself into it as if I'm climbing up a cliff.
It's a monster truck.
Kind of.
Compared to your size.
Yeah, compared to me.
So.
But I do like your truck. I like vintage trucks.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like ones from the 80s and the early 90s.
We do have horses. We got about 30 horses in the family.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have some old transportation styles. The horse that I'm riding on in the intro of some of my videos is Mocha. She's a quarter horse. Probably 15 years old now, I think. She's a really good horse. Have you ever rode a horse?
Well, yeah, but it's been a really long time.
Okay.
Those
Who would
are
like
his
to
horses.
see Justine ride a horse in a video?
Side saddle or normal?
Well, we'll be normal. We don't have a side saddle.
Yeah, we don't. The last time I rode a horse, I fell off of it. But that's when I was 10 years old. So it's been a really long time. I'm not scared of horses. I'm scared of standing behind them and getting kicked.
Maybe you could ride on the horse with me and you hang on to me like on a motorcycle.
Yeah,
That might be our safest bet.
Okay, I could do that. Actually, Ron knows I really want a donkey. He's a horse guy, I'm a donkey girl. And I already have the name picked
Fred.
out. It's gonna be Fred. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's like very, very dense cornbread.
It's like a wet cornbread, but dense.
Because there's no flour to make it expand like a cake.
Well, what else are we going to talk about?
That's it, Ron.
What's coming up? Isn't there a holiday coming up?
Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite holidays.
I'll remember that.
Halloween is my favorite, and then Valentine's Day is my second favorite.
4th of July is my favorite. Halloween's my second favorite. Then Christmas and Thanksgiving. Actually, they're all kind of my favorite. I love them all. Because you get to eat. Or blow stuff up.
Yes.
On 4th of July.
Yes.
Love fireworks.
I like fireworks too. I really want to go into the city and see the fireworks on the 4th of July. St. Louis one day. But it's dangerous.
They got the big fireworks up there.
Yeah, well, they have a really nice show. I mean, most major cities in the U.S., they have big shows on the 4th of July. St. Louis has a big show, but it's a major city, so I'm just kind of worried about going there and getting mugged or something.
Yeah.
Because it's at night.
The best place to see
downtown.
them would probably be go across the river on the Illinois side to where you can see the arch. And then that would be a good vantage point. Just pull around the side of the road. Leave your car running and leave it locked, but that'd be a good vantage point. You can see the arch and you can see the...
You're right. You could do that.
Yeah.
Leave your car running.
And your door's locked.
Just in case. You can vroom out of there quick.
Carjackings are up, they say.
Oh.
I worked too hard to afford my vehicle.
How about carriage jackings?
Carriage? Well, they can steal it at their own risk.
Especially if
They gotta know how to steer it and how to stop it.
if our carriage is being pulled by a donkey. At your own risk. Steal it.
I ain't never seen a carriage.
If you're
pulled by a
suicidal, come
donkey.
and steal it. How about 2 donkeys?
They're small. They can't pull a carriage.
Yeah, they can.
pull.
What are you talking about? They pull carts all the time.
That's a cart, not a carriage that people ride.
But
in.
people sit in the cart.
Maybe one old scrawny man with a long beard or something.
Well, donkeys, they take people up hills and stuff.
Those are mules.
Oh. Which I don't agree with because I feel sorry for the poor mule. But I'm just saying that they have the capability of pulling quite a bit of weight.
Maybe we'll test it one day. We'll hook Fred up to the wagon.
after I go on a diet. So he doesn't have so much to pull. Well, I'm full.
Me too.
Okay.
Time for me to do these dishes. It's my turn this time.
Yeah, it's finally his turn to do the dishes. So we're gonna head on out. Thanks for your company again. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you for watching.